Today, the city of Austin announced they are working to turn the Austin Convention Center into a so-called mega shelter this week. That is to help with the state's request for Austin to host about 7,000 Harvey evacuees. Fox 7's Casey Claiborne joins us live from City Hall with Austin Mayor Steve Adler tonight. Casey?
Rebecca, City Council held an emergency meeting this morning to talk about what's been going on. We've got currently between 500 and 600 people in Austin shelters, and more people are on the way. That's where this mega shelter comes in. Here with Austin Mayor Steve Adler, he's going to talk about what a mega shelter is. What is that going to be like for the evacuees that come in?
Well, you know, by trying to take all our guests, put them into one place, it's going to be easier for us to get services to the group. So that's what we're going to do. You know, in Austin, if Texans come to Austin looking for shelter, we're going to find a place for them. There is, when company comes, there are chores for everybody to do, and even in this instance, there are things for people to do. I'm recommending everybody go to mayoradler.com. We're keeping a list continually updated on what people can do to help.
And you said there's a lot of planning in this. What are y'all up to this week to try to get prepared for this?
Boy, I tell you, the number of people that are involved in planning, there are probably a couple thousand people at this point that have been engaged. This is a pretty well-oiled machine. They've done a lot of planning, a lot of practice, and unfortunately, we've had some prior experience with this too. But there are just such professionals that are operating. I've had the chance this weekend to be at some of the smaller shelters that are now funneling into the convention center, where we're going to be opening up, close of business tomorrow. You know, when these folks arrive, they're disoriented, they're cold, they're kind of lost at this point, and to have a community like Austin welcoming these folks as guests, making sure that they're safe and they're fed, helping them find the rest of their families and have their families find them. The group is so appreciative. It really is a real affirming moment.
And you've done this before. Last time we did this was Ike, and then before that was Katrina, and this was long before you were mayor. You volunteered for that.
Well, I was actually at the convention center as a volunteer during Katrina, and I had no idea, as I looked around me, everything that was involved, the number of people, the logistics, the organization, the services that were happening that I never saw. I was so impressed with it back then, I didn't have a clue. It is an amazing operation. It is what Austin is supposed to do. The day will come when we're asking somebody to help us out in the same way, and we need to make sure that we treat these guests the way that we'd like to be treated.
All right, Mayor, well, I got to wrap up, but this thing is opening tomorrow night. Is that correct?
It is. We're moving people over tomorrow night, and our doors are open. The state's going to send us the folks that they want us to help house.
Awesome. Thanks. We'll send it back to you.